Alright, let's start 2019 off as we mean to go on. Let's talk about movies more regularly, I mean. So I just got back from seeing a couple of movies today, and as some of you requested, I figured I'd might as well start making proper reviews now. So for this review thing, I suppose, let's talk about a film I now wish I'd got to see earlier so I could put it on my list. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I hadn't heard a bad word said about this film before I saw it, so it definitely had high expectations to fill, and for the most part, it excelled. We follow Miles Morales, please allow a moment for fanboy squealing, myself included, as he's come to terms with getting himself bitten and becoming Spider-Man. However, he discovers that there are multiple universes full of different spider-related superheroes. All these different spider variants end up together in the same place at the same time and have to find a way to get themselves back home, beat the bad guy, and save the day. There's more to this film, obviously, but that's the main plot. But a film made of just plot is like a meal with just rice. You need something more for a satisfying meal. The soundtrack, for instance, which is brilliant, with effective use in the context of the film and being good enough songs when separated to get your head bobbing in the seat during a fight scene or a moment of sheer exhilaration. The soundtrack also works alongside Spider-Verse's unique art style to create an aesthetic like no other animated film I've seen in years. Initially, I found the visuals somewhat distracting, as some parts appear to have missing animation frames and, it sort of looks choppy, and some parts have weird red and blue hazes around them, which almost made me feel like I should be wearing some 1990 3D glasses. However, 15 minutes into the film, these issues are put to rest, as the animation lends the action a tangibly kinetic feeling, which is as engrossing as it is gorgeous. Obviously, no movie is perfect. Along with the initial jarring art style issues, the film does feel a little bit overlong and bloated. It's weird to say that a film both doesn't need to be 2 hours long and has pacing sometimes a little too quick for its own good, but it feels true to me. One particularly emotional scene seems to come and go a little too quickly, and the downtime that would normally be used to let these emotions sink in doesn't seem present. On the complete opposite side of things, sometimes there are moments which seem to move too quickly to actually land as intended. Are these issues that stick with you? Not massively. I've been studying film long enough to notice these issues, but also retain the awareness that these don't ruin a film inherently, especially when they're as infrequent as these are, and part of an overall whole which is so good. And please don't misunderstand me, because this movie is awesome. One thing I appreciated is the understanding of what makes Spider-Man. As a character and as a hero, not only is he designed to just be anybody, but he's also based around the insecurities to save everyone and the guilt of not being able to do so. As this is a theme explored by the film, I don't want to say too much more about it, but I for one really appreciate the clear understanding of what makes these characters. In fact, this is probably my favourite Spider-Man movie. Seriously, if this film had come out 10 years ago, I wouldn't shut up about this film. It really is that good. So in terms of my rating scale, I'm going to offer a pretty standard stars rating. However, there are such a thing as dark stars. So here's the thing. If a film gets 5 stars, it's excellent. Not necessarily perfect, of course, but excels in what it sets out to do. If a film gets 5 dark stars, then the film is so bad that it's excellent in a completely different way. The closer to 0 either of these ratings get, the less I recommend seeing a film. But dark stars are so bad it's good ratings, and regular stars are a sign of competency. With that said, I give Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 5 stars. It excels in telling a somewhat convoluted story as directly and engagingly as possible, with a unique art style and aesthetic, and I hugely recommend this film. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you'd like to see the written version of this review, please click the vocal link in the description. Every read helps me out a little bit, and you're more than welcome to donate at the end if you like what I'm doing here and want to see more. In terms of money, I am not actually able to monetize my YouTube videos yet, and even if I were, I have a distinct feeling that they would end up copyright claims. So, any support that you wish to kick over, even if it's just sharing the video around, I really appreciate it. The next review I'm going to make is of the second film I saw, which was Mary Poppins Returns. Thanks a lot, everybody. Catch you later.